My poetry is very metaphysical. I identify with the metaphysical poets. A lot of my themes deal with man's search for meaning, for God. You could also say that my poetry deals with sex and religion. That could be a sort of a summarization of the various themes in my poetry. It tends to be abstract, tends to have kind of subconscious, sort of bizarre imagery, and I write mostly in free verse, although I've attempted some limericks, and I've attempted writing poetry in some metric style, but mostly free verse poetry with a kind of existential tone to it, if I can use that word. It's kind of a scary word to use these days. Again, most of my poetry also is mystical, and I describe man's attempt to reach the divine not only within rather strange urban settings, but in country settings, in areas where man can sort of return to nature, in other areas of life where we don't normally think the divine is. And that's one of the things I'm trying to get across in my poetry, is that all the world, the rawness, the how should I say, the risque element of life is all just as much a part of the divine. That the divine feeling of God encompasses both the sacred and the profane as well, and in through this interrelationships with people, or in this attempt to try to make sense out of this sort of what seems to be an absurd life in spots, man comes in confrontation, or man grasps the divine in areas where they would not normally expect to have this sort of spiritual experience.
Whisperings. Here's what you can hear, yet not hear. What you can see, yet glimpse in dim reflections. What you can deeply comprehend, yet still be puzzled to the utmost. She is the whisperings behind the sad thoughts, the thoughts that lounge around like the overdue guest resting under the quiet blanket. He is known in the loneliness of the lover, aching for his passionate partner. She is the whisperings in the ashy snow that powders the sleeping fields, the misty whiteness that numbs the gaunt, slender, intimidating trees, the swirling silhouettes that are the arching, menacing watchdogs to infinity's shores. He is the silence that occasionally grasps us, occasionally frightens us. The eternal whisperings, the quietness that is louder than any of the flashing sounds of today.